All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the hopeful elect, pushing out this word in sincerity and in truth. This is Brother Quad from the DZ camp. Come back at you with another quick lesson. This is entitled This is the Will of the Most High, of the Lord. All right, and what we doing, man? This is all the will of the Lord. So I got the definition of that in one of the scriptures. It's a Greek word. I can't really read it. But the definition says to will, have in mind, intend, to be resolved or determined, to purpose, to desire, to wish, to love, to like, to do a thing, to be fond of, to take delight in, and have pleasure. Now, and what I said, us being called and doing the work, gathering the elect, that's all according to the will of the Most High. All right. So, the reason I'm doing this lesson is if you getting discouraged and things like that, or start to faint or lose faith, there's no point, man. There's no point because guess what? Matter of fact, let me get this. This is Luke 12 verse 32. It says, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." All right. So it's the Most High's good pleasure to give us the kingdom, and that's another that's in the definitions, man. You know, it pleases him. This is what he wants to do. The creator of the universe wants to give us the kingdom, man. You know, because everything is going to look like it's falling. The world look like it's going to be going down, man. But guess what? It's Esau's world that's going down, man. And our world is going to spring up after that, man. You got to believe in that. Okay? All right, let me get this is the first. Well, I got one first one, but I'm gonna get this. This is Matthew 6 and verse I start from 9. It says, "After this manner, therefore pray ye, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven." And I just did a video, you know, where I went into the Lord's Prayer again in the terms of temptation. But this part, where I mentioned that you could do a video on each one of them lines. Well, the verse 9 or verse 10 is the line that I'm going to do it on this time. Because it says, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven." You know? And part of the Lord's will is for righteousness to reign. Here it is, the Lord, his eyes is too pure that he can't behold unrighteousness, which is why he turned his back to us, man. You know? So you think that he going to allow this world to be the way it is? You know? It says no. In earth as it is in heaven. And that's the will of the Lord. So, although the whole world going to hate us for what we doing, the scriptures say that the Lord is pleased with what we doing, man. The foolishness of preaching, that's what pleases the Lord. Okay? And that's why, hey, the kingdom of heaven is within us, man. You know? Because we the ones pushing out that light. You know? And we gathering up the elect. The men of the same mind. You don't know it now, but right now is the beginning of the changing of the guards, man. You know? And everything that's going to happen is all working up towards that. You know? What's that? Romans. It's Romans 8 and verse 28. It says, "And we know that all things work together for the good of them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to his purpose." See? So we call according to the Lord's purpose, man. That's the only reason why the Lord put the spirit back in us to give us this truth, is to further his purpose, man, and his will. Okay? Let me see if that word purpose there is the same word.
Strong's G 4286. Prothesis. Prothesis.
That was the word for purpose. It says a setting forth of a thing, placing of it in view, the shewbread. The 12, well, it's not really giving me a good definition that I wanted. I wonder if this. Well, it still says purpose though. Yeah, that's not the same exact one, but still means the same thing. So we know that all things work together for the good of them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to His purpose, man, according to the plans of the Lord. And what the Lord say, my counsel shall stand, man. The words of the Lord, what He said is going to stand. It says that His word is not going to return void unto Him. In verse 29, it says, for whom He did foreknow, He also did predestine to be conformed to the image of His Son, that He might be the firstborn among many brethren. So this was all predestinated, man. The Lord had certain spirits chosen to get this truth, man. Did He not say that before in the womb I knew thee? You know, the spirits of the prophets is subject unto the prophets. It says, moreover, whom He did predestine, them He also called, and whom He called, them He also justified, and whom He justified, them He also glorified. So this has already happened, man, in the heavens, man, in the other dimension. It's just gonna play out here on earth, man, because that was all written in the past, and it says, them He also glorified, man. Okay, so what should we say then to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us? So if the Lord is purposing for us to get this kingdom, who gonna be against us? Who gonna stand in our way? That's a rhetorical question, because it ain't gonna happen. Nobody. You know, verse 32 says, he that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? See? So he spared not his own son to accomplish his will, man. That's why Yahushua had to die. Yahushua, he prayed that the cup would be taken away from him, but then he said, but not my will, your will, Lord. So it was according to the Lord's will. And that's how we know that this is true. He went as far as to killing his only begotten son, in whom he loved, man. For this to happen, man. You gotta understand, even from the creation, this is what it was meant to be, man. The world was created for Yahushua's sake, man, and his elect. Now we getting it in righteousness, man. But let me get that in Isaiah, the prophecy of that. This is how we know, man. This is how we know that the Lord is serious about this thing, man. About his purpose, man. It's his plans from the beginning. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Yeah. I was in Jeremiah. This is Isaiah 53 in verse 10. It says, yet it pleased Yahweh to bruise him. He have put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahweh shall prosper in his hand. See, there it goes again, that pleasure. So now let's pull up those words. Now first I'm going to get pleased. And the word is Thapai, if I'm not mistaken. Thapai. And it says to delight in, take pleasure in, desire, be pleased with. All right. So this is his desire, man. This is what the Lord, he's pleased with this, man. Why? Because it's furthering his purpose in bringing us the kingdom, man. And the word pleasure is the same thing. All right. So the Lord takes delight in what we're doing, man. Okay. You know, you should never forget that, I should say. This is John 6:39. It says, and this is the Father's will which have sent me, that of all which he have given me, I should lose nothing, but should raise it up again at the last day. And this is the will of him that sent me, that everyone which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So that's what we doing, man. Being risen up in these last days, that's according to the will of the Most High, man. And we helping further that thing. You know? It says, believe on the Son, may have everlasting life. And we just read in Romans that in Romans the 8th chapter that he predestined these certain men to be pretty much become sons of the Most High again, man. You know? The Lord is not ashamed anymore. This is Matthew 18 and verse 14. It says, even so, it is not the will of your Father which is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish. So, the Lord don't want us to perish, man. You know? Hey, he don't take pleasure in killing us, man. You know? But we do have to be sanctified, man. We have to become sanctified, so we have to be dead to this world. But let me read up a little bit. This is Matthew 18. It's the whole reason why Yahushua came, man. And he died. It says, let me see if I should start up. Well, I'll start from verse 10. It says, Matthew 18, verse 10, take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost. How think ye, if a man have 100 sheep, and one of them be gone astray, doth he not leave the 99 and goeth into the mountains and seeketh that which is gone astray? Yeah, because the Lord didn't cast off his people forever, man. You know, and he coming to get the lost sheep, man. The ones who realize the error of their ways is the ones that the Lord is going to find, man. It says, and if so be that he find it, verily I say unto you, he rejoices more over that one. Salah, message came in. He rejoices more over that sheep than of the 99 which went astray. Even so, it is not the will of your Father which is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish. Okay? So, hey, man, that's not the will of the Lord, man. You know, so when these people come up against us thinking that they doing the Lord's will, hey, man, the Lord gonna do something to them, man. All right. I got a few more, and I'm gonna close. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't want this lesson to be too long. It was just something that I was thinking of, and I wanted to just get it out there. Lord willing, it could be a motivation to you, man. Don't be discouraged, man. Okay, because the will of the Lord was known through Yahushua, man. Okay, that's why he's known as the Word, and the Word is the mind of the Lord, and through his life and what he's doing, hey, what he said happened, man. You know, us getting the Holy Spirit back after these two on the third day, man. You know, where I'm at. Hey, man, so, hey, what we going through is we not going through it for no reason, man. So let me get this real quick. This is 1 Peter's, 2, man. They keep on fucking interrupting me. All right, this is 1 Peter 2 in verse, wait. 13. It says, submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake, whether it be to the king as supreme, or unto governors as unto them that are sent by him for the punishment of evildoers, and for the praise of them that do well. It says, for so is the will of the Most High, that with well-doing ye may put to silence the ignorance of foolish men. Right, because what? The scriptures say that he going to get us praise and fame in a land where we was put to shame. So these people going to, we have to submit ourselves into the ordinance of this place, because the Lord wants us to be here, to put the silence of the foolish of these ignorant men, man. Because they going to do what they doing to us, but guess what? We're going to be found blameless, man. You know? We're going to be found blameless, man. So that's why we gotta, scriptures talk about, put no blame to the ministry. You know, we got to just do what the Lord said, man. And it's going to all work out. You know, we just have to be patient, man. Matter of fact, that word patience is Hebrews 10 and not 16. Yeah, this is Hebrews 10 verse 35. It says, cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. So we need patience, man, because it's going to yield great rewards from it, man. You know, because after we have done the will of the Most High, though, you know, you're going to receive the promises. So we have to go through this first, man. It says, for yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. So we can't draw back, man. We got to just continue. All right. The last one that I wanted was this. 1 Thessalonians 4. Yeah. And yeah, 1 I start from. It says, furthermore, then we beseech you, brethren, and exhort you by the Lord Yahushua, that as ye have received of us how ye ought to walk and to please the Most High, so ye would abound more and more. For ye know what commandments we gave you by the Lord Yahushua. For this is the will of the Most High, even your sanctification, that ye shall abstain from fornication, that every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and in honor, not in the lust of concupiscence, even as the Gentiles which know not the Most High. So we have to go through this thing, man. It's a purification thing. And let me look up that word sanctification real quick. The will of the Most High is our sanctification. It says our consecration, our purification, the effect of consecration, sanctification of the heart and life. All right, so the word consecration means the action of making or declaring something, typically a church, sacred. So we becoming sacred, man. And then the purification is I'm looking up the definition. It's taking a little minute. It says the removal of contaminants from something. See? And that's what's going on, man. That's why we gotta abstain. It says abstain from fornication, you know, and know how to possess your vessel, man. You know, and just a spiritual observation. Hey, what the Lord said, man, and you see it happening. The scriptures say that Judah is the lion's whelp, but who shall rouse him up? And you see Jake rising up everywhere, man. And not just in the truth, man. Your regular Jakes, man. You see it in the so-called NFL, you know, where the Kaepernick, he just got a settlement, man. The NFL usually never settles, man. Although it was a private fucking agreement, they still had to settle, man. You starting to see, even with the football, the players, man, they starting to get more power and control. You know, and that just is symbolic of the scale. The skirt is being lifted up on Esau, man. Jake is starting to catch on to their tricks and know their worth, man. You got with Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown with the Steelers, and they contract situations. They starting to win, man. You know, even in the NBA, man, you see all the players having more power, and you see this so-called white man, they getting upset about it, man. You know, that's just a symbolic of the so-called white man going down, man. He had this stronghold over Jake for a long time, but now the Lord is rousing them up, man, along with rousing up the elect. And remember that it's simultaneous. The fall of them and the rise of us is simultaneous, man. And us preaching this word, and when it's preached throughout the four corners, then shall the end come, man. So it's no coincidence. But guess what? This is all according to the will of the Lord, man. Just like prophecy says, man. And the Lord's counsel is going to stand. And if you don't take nothing away from this, the Lord sent his son to die, man. That's how serious he is about this, man. And that's the will of the Lord. You know, and that's what's going to happen, man. And you need faith. You need faith to believe in that. Without faith, it's impossible to please the Lord. So with that, Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Hakdash. I want to say shalom.